don't treat a Bengaluru as a Karnataka. Which city is called a green city and the garden city?
The same kind of trees is what is required by Bangalore, or the conditions have changed?
No, that's why we lost all the roadside trees. 2010-9 also, Bengaluru was good with all the green. Everybody knows that tree health is human health.
Today it's a privilege for Be Ambitious podcast to have someone special. I think by the time I end up reading his credentials, I'm sure his name will come in your mind. We have someone who is not just a green warrior, but someone who is an ecologist, known famously as India's first tree doctor, an engineer dropout, turned environmental crusader, played a major role in getting 5,678 acres of Hesragatta grasslands as a reserve, played a key role in saving nearly 3 lakh trees in Western Ghats, built Ruksha.com, mapping over 1 lakh trees in Bangalore. He planted more than 17,000 trees around Bangalore, led a movement to save 400 trees near Bangalore cantonment and also against Steel Bridge project. Created an idea of tree clinic after witnessing trees being poisoned in Bangalore. Volunteered for over a decade with BBMP Forest Cell, rescuing urban wildlife. Recipient of Dr. Salumarada Timmakka National Greenery Award, recognized at the World Green Infrastructure Congress, honored across national and international platforms for urban environmental leadership. For shaping policies and healing ecosystems, his work has proved cities can grow without losing their green soul. He led a movement to save Bannerghatta Biological Park from illegal mining. The list goes on and on. Let me pause here with the paucity of time. It's our honor and privilege to welcome India's first tree doctor, Mr. Vijay Nishanth, to Be Ambitious podcast. Welcome, Vijay.
Thanks. Thank you very much.
Yeah. I think because of paucity of time, I could not. Right. Thanks a lot for taking time out. I'm sure. I think you were just telling me you traveled all the way from Kunigal.
Yeah.
Where you're working for conserve another main important heritage site.
Yeah.
Not just for Karnataka, and it's also for India.
Yeah.
So before I start, Vijay, just understand your childhood. How was it? Like, because as we hear, childhood is something that shapes a person, right? Right. So just want to understand, how was your childhood? What were your passions? What were your struggles? And how has it shaped you now?
Basically, I lost my parents at the age of 4, actually. Both the parents.
Okay.
Yeah. I bought into the orphanage called the Child Fund Association. It's only you asking me, a good friend of mine, that's why I'm revealing it. Otherwise, I won't reveal such things, actually.
Okay.
But,
hope I did not make you.
No. It's okay. I grown in a Jainagar area where the tree lines are there. The Mary Isaac Vijaya took care of me, actually.
Okay.
I never felt like I lost my parents or something, actually. Even the Krishna did not add his. He might be born to Devaki, but he's brought up by Yashoda.
Yeah.
That is exactly these women have been, actually.
True.
They brought me very beautifully, bringing all the value system and everything.
Wonderful.
So, and they're always they're not today it might be people are so open to whatever the children wanted to. Like in those days, people are very hard. You have to read, study, you have to do engineer and all, actually. Yeah. When I wanted to quit on 3rd year engineering, Amma said, no, do whatever you want to do better, actually. So that's how, that is what, and she always allowed me whatever I wanted to do it, or say, or do, express and all. I've been a naughty guy, but I was good with my studies, sports. I've been a champion. Wow. I won a good student awards,
which sport?
Just every so running, kabaddi, kho.
Okay.
I was
largely athletics.
Yeah, athletics. I've been a captaining the cricket teams and all. I've been very good sportman and all. Actually.
Wonderful.
So I've been very good, and even sometimes Sundays we used to have this Q&A for the 50 minutes news which used to read in the every day. We used to allow in the evening, we used to have a Doordarshan news, 15 minutes.
True.
They used to allow us to know the whole world what is happening. So when the Sunday used to come, actually, I would have grabbed all the chocolate answering it.
Oh, wow.
So what they used to do is, actually, they used to give me a 5 chocolate. They send it me, then used to the answer. So that's how I've been very dynamic and very helpful with the people around me and all.
Good with academics as well as
I was
sports,
very dynamic.
co-curricular activities.
And the best part is I did not go to the tuition for a 10th standard.
Wow.
I was the only guy to pass actually.
Okay.
Amma, because I like it's like Amma always knowing it. I'm an outgoing guy and all. So
Wonderful.
she was very understanding, supportive. So it's been very great. I've been grown in the Jain. So it's a great thing I had.
I mean, the way you put it is really nice. Like, as Krishna's case, right?
That's what she is. People now, because some movie came, they keep making a hero, Karna. He had his parents actually.
True.
He had his parents, beautiful, but still he goes a negative aspect of like that he's been not accepted by the Kunti and the five Pandavas. But look at the Krishna actually. From the beginning, he had a threat for his life. True. But how he took it. You have to see the Krishna, not the. You have to see the Krishna, not the Karna. Actually, people. I understand his prospect actually, but you look at the Krishna from the beginning. He had that is what he's saying to us.
Correct.
You will go to put through all such situation. You have to come out. You have to be. You don't serve the people. You have to get into those are the aspects we have to see it actually.
Understood. We'll come back to that point again. So, dwelling back on your childhood. So. Now, obviously you dropped out of college.
Yeah.
But what made you to drop out of engineering college?
No.
I think, was it 20 years back?
Yeah, so 20 years back.
Then I think engineers were still valued in the society.
Yeah, very much.
Very much looked up to.
My uncle, auntie was bit, they spoke down to
there must be some strong conviction.
No, I was very clear because I keep telling whenever I go, they say drop out and all actually. See, I was knowing what to do with my life. That's why I dropped out. Okay, when I told Amma, I told, I want to do this one. She told me travel better. You just travel. You came back and do whatever you wanted actually.
Oh, they don't even ask what are you going to do?
She never asked me.
Okay. Great. I think we were talking about your college dropout, right?
Yeah.
So, it's so fascinating to hear. 20 years back, someone just went with your gut and then allowed you to pursue your passion. What made you to drop out?
I was like, it's not something like a blunt or something.
Okay.
I was very clear. Amma was knowing it. Even my friend tells me now. When I did a lot of things now, when we sit together, he tells you, you're so clear about the ideas you're doing it. You're so confident. Yeah, that's what. It's not like some people, whenever they want to do some ideas and then, they only fear about the losing it actually. That's where you
fear of failure.
Losing it actually. Now, see, people keep saying simple things like be sporty. Everybody says, but it comes to their path, they lose their mind.
Very true.
It is like attachment for you actually. So you have to understand that when you get into certain things, you meet with opposites, difficulties and all. You have to face on that day, and you have to keep evolving it actually, and you better it. And even if you not succeed, nothing will going to change for you. If somebody is with you like Amma, she is not like loving me because I'm something
successful,
something or unsuccessful. People should understand. Basic thing is actually after all this thing is this only success and all. It's all we made it. The urban space, the idea of the people that makes it actually. Now why can't this can be an obligation? Simple way to achieve it. Now when your child asks you, I want to do this, so let him do it.
Wonderful.
Let him fail, let him win. That should not decide somebody's, identity.
Great way to put it.
That's where Amma never bothered because once in a Chitrakala Parishad, I used to do the paintings and all. I was very good at painting and all. Amma one day I went to at the end of the year, when the certification is given, 100 rupees we have to pay. I took with Amma and I paid it to the Chitrakala Parishad. But they called everybody at the end of the year, but I did not got my certificate.
Okay.
I was worried, I paid it, they did not, I was crying and came.
Okay.
Amma, I just came and I told Amma, I did not, I was crying. I said, why you are crying? She told, no, I paid the money. I was worried that I would have taken the money, she would have scolded me or something. But I told, no, I given the money. And she told, why you worry actually? Why do you need a certificate?
Exactly.
You have the talent.
Wow.
So that is what made me not to look into the certificate part of it. But that doesn't mean somebody should not do it actually.
Understood.
That is to my life and it is very important. You have such confidence and the positive prospect towards the life.
I mean, one thing that commonly I hear is like the word "amma," right? I think she has really played such a being
very,
open-minded, looking at things very sportively, right?
It's not that
She has played a big role in shaping
because,
you,
yeah,
molding
because
you.
she's a simple lady.
Okay, I mean, can you take her name? I mean,
Yeah,
for the
Mary Isaac.
benefit of
Mary Isaac.
Okay.
Vidya Aunty, Vijay Aunty.
Okay.
All these three women, I have seen them. People today, they attach everything with the women.
Very true.
But in my life, I did not add in any men. But they are become everything. They face the life with the gracefully.
Wow.
And that is what they taught me through the action.
Wow.
They never told me to.
And you were with them how many years?
I've been like 15, 16 years. I've been
with them.
With them actually.
Okay.
And they always encourage my ideas and the life. Even when I'm doing the wrong or anything, it's okay. These things happen. So that acceptance is what is the upbringing is what is very important.
Just sorry for pressing too hard. Like no again, I just want to check. Like when you were dropping out of college, what was in Vijay's mind? Like what do you wanted to do?
I was knowing that actually because I was volunteering all the rescuing and all. I thought when there is a flora and the fauna. So I thought I want to do this one actually.
Okay.
So I decided, I discussed with my friends and all. I thought I want to do it. Everybody shocked. I thought it was such a hard decision in those days actually, but I took it very effortlessly and I started working.
In your childhood, one is how you got, I mean, before engineering, what it looks like is you've already worked so much on environment, tree conservation and all of that. So just, can you tell us, do you had any childhood inspiration, or it may be Salomarada Timmakka or anyone?
Amma has been a single inspiration for me actually.
Okay, even for the ecology?
Yeah, ecology. And there is one master, A. Parthasarathy.
Okay.
I read all his book actually. So he's the greatest inspiration for me.
Oh, what is he? Can you, for the benefit of audience,
He's actually authority in Vedanta actually.
Okay.
He's still living. He's a living authority on a philosophy called Vedanta actually.
Vedanta, okay.
So I used to read his book, the idea of the simplicity I taken from the Amma.
Okay.
You can be simple and you can follow the simple things and all. When I wanted to take a harder step, I wanted to coercively go to some goal. I took all the thing where A. Parthasarathy has given. Actually, I picked it as 11th or something. So that is where the both balances happened. Actually,
you read a lot.
Yeah, I read about him and I met with him. Actually, even he was very shocked to know I'm so young. I'm working on such ideas and all. Actually, so I met him and even he put a hand on my shoulder and he given the photo. Even the disciples keep saying actually, first time we have seen anybody, he put up a hand and the thing. That is what when I discussed with him the ideas of the. I showed him the design, how I'm trying to do the tree census part and digitalization.
So you spoke about tree census?
Yeah. I showed
in engineering.
Him. Yeah. Later, when I showed him the design, and I was very shocked to know. And like such a guy is trying to trying to conserve the trees, which is the breath of every human.
True. I mean, as they say, humans only half lung is inside, the other half is outside, hanging in the tree. Because what we inhale, it exhales, and what it exhales, we inhale.
Yeah, so that is how. And I had a bit influence of Suresh Ablika sir, who used to come to the colleges, school and all. He used to come to the school and all.
Which school was it?
Ramakrishna Swatantrananda School, actually, RKS in Edur, and I studied in Jayanagar High School.
Wow.
So he used to come to the school. There, I used to see the things. But my childhood has been with the parks. Jayanagar, everybody knows Lakshman Rao Park. That's where I grew. So I had that affection towards a tree. I used to go under the tree, eat, jump. So I used to play the monkey on that I had the affection. And Bengaluru had a great. Because it's my place. If somebody's urbanization started, I kept looking at the trees are going and down. The people might be told, Vijay, it might be reduced but still we are fighting, put up in so much of fight, steer holding, so much of a trees is still there. We are going in the positive prospect. The cutting is stopped now. So much of project we are winning. And that's how I'm able to turn it even a negative aspect in the positive aspect. People keep saying, you keep the positive aspect. When the real time comes, they only concern on negative aspect.
Negative is very true.
So that is where it's a very important.
So thank you for dwelling a lot on your childhood. Moving on quickly. So how did, what happened after your college dropout, right? Obviously, young, energetic, young man with a plan.
Yeah. I had some business. My friend and you used to be doing some business clothing line for the UK. We used to go to the Tirupur. We used to export from there and all. So I earned a lot of money from that one actually.
How long you did that?
I did it like 4 or 5 years. I did it.
Okay.
I was parallelly juggling the ideas, the rescuing all the trees, the idea I was juggling.
Okay.
Then one fine day, I called up my one of the engineering friend. I told, see, if you want to do, you fund it actually. Then
What was it? What you wanted to do?
that I wanted to build a Ruksha actually.
Okay.
That I wanted to build it, and he was amazed actually. Such a good idea. How can you think it like this? Today people are saying entrepreneur, not actually. And that too, keeping the thread of the money. Even they're successful. Such a simple idea is all booming actually, because the word has opened up.
True.
Look at me like one those days. I'm trying to count a tree, and my one of the friend told, "What you will do counting a tree?" Then after when I accomplished everything in the same one of the interview told, I was so wrong about it. He was looking at the well-being of the all.
It's basically census of the trees, right?
Census
So
of
I think our research team was telling us that last correct census of Bangalore trees was done in 1983 or something.
no, it's nothing like my digitalization is the pioneered work for India. I've digitalized the trees actually, where I'm putting a image of the tree, girth, height, okay, where it is, what is its health actually. And I'm so happy to tell you, last week I met with the Bangalore University, some PhD. He told me in the whole world, nobody has done the system like this.
Such a detailing census
has never been done so precisely. The way you put up the technology, the way you put up the idea, and it's so complete for the urban spaces for the conservation actually.
So nice.
And that's why it did not fade away. That's why I took it to the Mysore, where Mysore Maharaja launched that website. He was so happy to see it. And when I called Maharani Amma, Pramoda Devamma, she came under the tree. We did not even put up a chair. She's lovingly, she came, she put up a tape, and she was, they are all knowing it.
Wow.
It's not that everybody is knowing it actually, because all the my work now, when I'm doing the tree census, understanding the, because everybody kept saying every tree counts, but nobody told me how to do it. That's where I'm defining a value of every tree.
Every tree.
Now that's where the health, when the India had never seen like a urban spaces, no trees being treated, taking care of it, and so much of endorsement was happening actually.
Correct.
Today it's so important. Everybody knows that tree health is human health. So important as actually. How can we miss it?
Ignore it.
There is a guy who bandages a tree, who removes the poison from the tree, okay, physically.
Before you jump, I think, now the concept of tree doctor, right?
Yeah.
So I think, how did that, happen?
Exactly.
How did you got trained?
No, see, I was knowing such things are existing. It actually, India was not practicing them.
How did you get, where were the resources? Who trained you?
I was in the A3 actually. A3, I've been interned at, and I was knowing certain things. As I self-taught myself. I learned on my own, and today I'm so happy. TED has invited me actually. I've been to the Vadodara University and the Karnataka Forest Department taken as a help actually. I've been like a Hubli. So much of a consultation all over India happens to treat a tree and all.
We saw a lot of NGOs actually take a lot of consultation from
that is what on the real time, how many trees I've saved over the time.
True.
Like almost like more than a lakh tree, I would have I would have checked the health of the tree and all that.
More than a lakh.
Yeah, because the 50,000 tree, my 1 lakh tree census itself is every tree I walked.
Okay.
From a decade actually now.
Okay.
No, personally, whenever the people call me, they ask me all these things. So I keep doing it actually. People keep, have you kept a number? He say, I'm doing and doing. I want to do more. Why you want to
keep
number?
I keep walking you.
Yeah, that is what I'm not into the numbers.
Numbers.
Because every day the challenge is different. Some day 300 trees have to treat in one stretch actually. So
just for the benefit of our viewers, can you elaborate? One is obviously, I think a lot of it is self-taught. I think it's kudos to you because back then I think internet was not there. A lot of information was not there. So I'm sure you must have done a lot of things on your own.
People get, that's why even I met with arborists, tree doctors of the outside countries also. They also see me, how can you do such work?
Without MBBS?
No.
Without an honorary doctor?
No, it's as you told, see, it's a tree doctor is, you know when you Google it or when people calling, they get surprised. What tree doctor? Even like a mainstream guys, they say, what tree doctor? India never seen it.
I mean, 3 months back till I heard about you, it was a new word to me.
So what I'm saying is actually there was such knowledge was existing. Even India had something called Ruksha Ayurveda. Okay, they used to use all the organic thing to treat a tree actually. Okay, it's only the extension of what I understood. There was the gap actually. I bought our tree census when I did it actually. That is a main thing which I bought it because Bengaluru used to lose the trees before even
IT
because
levels.
choking and all. Because of choking, because of the improper pruning, all this. So that's where the health was. I was taking care of
Maintenance.
it. Okay, and I've seen so many times insects in the urban areas, and nobody used to take care of.
So now, coming to the point, like why I mean, for a general person, right? I mean, one is in India, a lot of the culture is that like you do puja to the tree, you worship it in your functions. It is there. It is as a central part. But still, even though JC Bose is again an Indian who proved tree also or plant has a life, but for someone who's a common man, right? I mean, the tree looks all fine. Like for a naked eye, it doesn't look like it's infected or it is suffering from a disease. So, if you can just list down 3 to 4 diseases which commonly come for an urban tree, and how do you identify it, and what is the treatment?
See, now you have to. This is not an easy streamline actually. Where like one day I will go like I'll do it everything actually.
Okay.
You should know the tree, which species, what species. Okay, a simple like a fungal infection or fungal infection happens actually. All the black things will be coming in the leaves and everything.
Okay.
Millibugs are infected, which is a white insects actually.
Patches? Okay.
You know patches, not insects actually.
Insects,
you can see my from my actually aphids are there. So like that we have to see not only that one, even sometimes like root is stressed actually because of choking, chopping, the tree loses the vitality and everything.
True.
Yellowing happens because of the too much of water is going to the tree. These are the over the time you have to learn it. As you told, I like to do a simple medicine when you cut the tree. We never treat a tree which is chopped actually. I have 2 things. One is a beeswax and orange oil. I mix it concentrated. I apply it as a liquid bandage. That anybody can do it.
Wow.
Even I have done the live demonstration to the people actually. They have come, they have treated. And even I would have used the inorganic also, which when I'm not getting the organic things, I would have used it and people have done it. Which is the copper oxyfluoride, you apply it actually. There are organic insecticides, fungicides, all this I bring it the day when I see the symptoms and all these things. See, that is where I'm trying to do all this census. When the data comes actually, I wanted to create a tree doctors for India. So that is very important that's why I want to know the first tree. Then you can expertise in all these things actually.
So isn't government doing it like example for a human health there is something called as pharmapedia, just like encyclopedia. So all the medicines and diseases are identified and they're listed in something called as pharmapedia. So for trees, is there anything which government has done? Looks like you're doing a lot of government jobs.
See that exactly, because I've been a volunteer with the BBMP from the teenager. That's why even they did not have such ideas. When I bought out this idea, that is where we are listing. The urban area has never been done in such a way. As you told, see the mango borer, mango borers are treated in the farmer's land, but in urban areas never been treated actually.
True.
Black fungal in the Pongam, when the rainy or cold season it comes. In the neem, the jamun. Everybody sees it, nobody treated. Why it is not happening urban space? And the connection, see, when the urban area, your child is growing, new cities are coming. When they don't have the connect, when the trees are not there, how will they connect actually?
True.
Taking care is a very important. As you told, either they would have like a cutting, somebody would have stopped or kept it, but nobody has looked into the aspect of the rejuvenation. Looking at the health conservation. That is where it's this streamline is very important. Longevity also. If some tree is giving you like 50 years or 100 years, if you cut it before 20 years, that is no use of that tree itself. So that's where the tree and the citric, the orange, because India is a third producer. We have so much of a shortage only because of it is infected. The tree is infected. Because of that, so much of money is lost. Now 1-2 years before a neem dye bag came, everybody kept seeing in the Mysore it used to come, and Bengaluru outskirts. We have treated thousands of trees with a volunteer. With DCFs are writing me sending the medicines. One of the fungicides I'm sending it to, how much we have to use it. So what I'm trying to do is I'm listing all these things actually.
Wonderful. Yeah.
You as you told, there is nothing like a
Where people can go and refer
it and
authentic. Someone has done it.
Yeah. So that's why I'm referring it. I'm talking to the researchers, scientists.
Wow.
I am like coordinating with this one, going to the shops and checking what is there, what is the medicine I can use it, and going to the people and checking the simple things to what to do. We are doing a solution actually.
Wonderful.
But in the Western country, it's a very common thing where the arborists are common, the tree health and all actually.
So they have documented it well.
Yeah, they have done very pretty good actually. Because even I wanted to go there, but I did not have a time. I was in the line.
Okay.
So that's why, but I did a pretty good job now.
Oh, yeah.
I like treated so much of a species. I have the better understanding. And at the end of the day, this is all, it's all like, see, you think it up. I am the first guy.
Correct.
Who come
First
to this
doctor of India.
No, before, means I would have come here. I don't know, I have to learn, no self-learning. That is how I started. I did not have any fear. I will, because the people have always seen it. I keep checking, I keep going to talking to the scientific community, E3 Ganeshan sir, and there is a Kerala people, all those guys, I'll ask him what to use it, how to do it. Okay. Then when we send the insects, they identify when we sent it with the photos and some symptoms and the write-up and all, they say such as things. So this can be then.
Just checking, can't we just use what if it's already there in Western countries?
Yeah.
Right? What is the difficulty of?
I'll tell you what is the difficulty to going to be actually. So this is what everybody keeps saying it actually. So tree species over there is something different.
True.
Conditions are different. So you can't compare the same thing here.
The weather.
Weather, yeah. Delhi weather, you can't compare. So that's why the symptoms will be different. You can't be exactly saying it actually.
Correct.
So that's why we have to be very carefully observing it. On that day, we have to document it.
It has to be
localized. And that is what is taking a time actually.
Just to checking back again, you were also mentioning there was some Ayurvedic as well for the trees. But now a lot of document might have been lost because of invasion or whatever reason.
Sure.
Right? So, do you think our ancestors knew how to treat dogs?
Did
they had any reference to treat dogs?
Actually, see. So I've seen some references actually where evening they should not pluck the plant.
Plants, true.
Okay, they should not.
Is there a scientific reason to it?
Yeah, it has a reason because because of plucking it, because I am myself is trying to understand internally what is happening.
Okay.
So the orientation. You see the orientation. I'll tell you one simple example. Go to Nanda Theatre. All the canopies were closed because from childhood I've seen that the closeness actually. They closed themselves. Okay. Now the metro went. I know. Metro it went. Now you tell me where is the canopy? Canopy is exactly at the metro outlet. How it knows? You got it, no?
Correct.
So that's why they were telling it can sense our surroundings.
Wow.
So don't touch it in the evening or. So like that, they had a sense. It's not that completely. And even the Jivamruta, when we use it actually, they had the knowledge about it actually. And you won't believe me, Ruksha Ayurveda, there are in the book itself is they say there are a lot of things doesn't properly work because they look into the light, they look into the day, when to treat it, what it and all. Actually, it is not perfect.
Right.
Okay, in book itself, in the beginning only they say it actually. So that's why we have to, depending upon which is already in the market, which is very important. So, but you can mix it up, you can understand it actually. So, and the India being for so long, it grew everything. The people have sustained it. So they were knowing the knowledge about the tree, plant and all. But it is, as you told, it is not compiled properly. It is how the
we were bad at writing our documenting our
exactly. That is where the wrong thing has happened. People are knowing it. See which season the bird would have come. They would have all our festivals are around the season. So they were knowing all these things. So they had a different kind of a treatment, using a neem oil, a different concoction actually. All they were knowing it actually. One of the when I was reading one of this one, they used to use this termite mound actually, milk. Okay, and when the tree is burnt, they used to massage it they used to massage it to reduce that burning sensation for the tree.
For the tree.
And you won't believe me. Wow. They used to use a dead meat blood to treat tree actually. They used to pour into that. So they used to not.
What they're actually doing on humans, they were actually
they used to do it
for the trees.
You can take it to Ruksha, still it is there.
Wow.
So what I'm saying is actually, so we are advancing, we have so much and all. So I go to the nearer one.
Great. So now I think you seem to be doing a lot which generally people expect government to do.
Yeah.
Now, just checking, like, do you think after working for 20 years on this, like, do you think government should establish in the lines of veterinary doctor hospitals?
I have given the idea of a tree ambulance actually.
Okay.
To establish. That's why I needed a census. Why it is in India
required.
It's not been successful until you do the tree census. When you don't know the accounting and the tree detailing and all, keeping the ambulance is not a worth. Okay, if you ask me, over the like a decade, more than a decade, I used my DO to treat all the trees. That is a tree ambulance for you. People have seen me taking a medicine, treating them. Correct. In front of them, live shows I have done it. And the one of the televisions, they observed over the year one tree which is I treated, it's completely boomed. They only documented, they called me to thank me. So all this and all my trees are in a public domain. When a tree transplantation is done, one of the this Halsur tree, 200-year-old tree, it is rejuvenated back actually. Wow. Because
so 200-year-old,
300-year-old tree actually. The tree which I transplant is a 100-year-old tree. It's in Arkere Lake. People have seen it actually. Why I'm telling you is actually, now I have a too much. True. Like I'm in the conservation field. You might be asking, is it you're developing your software? Are you developing a software doing the census? Are you treating the tree? Are you fighting for the bigger causes like Panargata, Hesargata, or like a steel bench and all? See, this is all I'm doing to conserve the nature.
Correct.
It's a part of the things.
Understood.
And I explored all these things. I did not limit myself. You got it now?
Why is it not government doing it? Like,
no,
why are they not establishing
that is where the problem
tree
comes.
Ambulance, yeah.
I'll tell you what actually. They think it's too less. Environment, no? Now you tell me Bengaluru had so much of a green.
Correct.
Now so much of is gone. Who is caring?
Exactly.
Nobody is bothered.
I think that SG Naginhal, I think he planted, I heard, like 1.5 million or 15 lakh trees.
Naginhal sir, see, because in the same platform where he received the World Green Infrastructure, same plant I also received.
Wow.
He always blessed me.
So you're the second Bangalorean to receive it.
Why I'm telling you is actually, he was knowing, he told me it's such an important work. Even we did not thought.
Wow.
In our generation that doing the tree census and keeping the health of the tree is so important. That's
shocking news is what I heard is also he planted 1.5 million trees, and today Bangalore, even after so many years, we currently also have 1.5 million trees. Is what I heard. And the ratio is like back then it was 1% 7 trees. Now it is ulta, like 7 persons and 1 tree.
See, this is, you have to understand, this is where the people are wrongly calculating it actually.
Okay.
I'll tell you what, when he planted and all, it was all good, peaked up and everything.
Okay.
But the problem, the capacity of the Bengaluru is a 40 lakh people. Now you 3 times you increase on
1.4 now.
You are saying it is not required. It's how wrong it is.
Okay.
It is a very wrong calculation. Because it's like this home, this hall. We can sit 20 people. You told Vijay, 5 people extra will put it. If I bring another 20 people, how you will feel? That is what Bangalore has become the problem. And that's why I am telling everywhere my statements with the political leader and the policy maker, don't treat a Bengaluru as a Karnataka. Decongest it.
Go beyond
other cities.
Go beyond.
You got it, no? So the pressure on the environment, because the beauty of the Bengaluru is the soil condition is so good here, you can grow anything. They've grown apple also here.
I think that's why Kempegoda chose this.
That might be another reason. But what I'm saying is, Naginal sir himself, you can grow anything. That's why you see the most of the trees which are exotic, actually not from here. Still, it is which city is called a green city and the garden city?
Very true.
That's why, see, people are not understanding the uniqueness. Which the urban setup happened, even the Mysore was there. It is happened only because of the weather condition. People, when they keep saying, even outsider keep saying, when somebody comes into the Bangla, they won't go outside of it.
Very true.
See,
it's one way.
You got it. No, so now you are not taking care itself as you're not contributing it to it itself as it's a wrong actually.
Just to understand more there, so what kind of trees, back then, Neginhal sir would have planted, right? Do you think even in today's conditions, the same kind of trees is what is required by Bangalore, or the conditions have changed?
No, the wrong thing what they put up actually is actually in the olden days when they planted there was no sewage line.
Okay.
Today even they don't want a sewage line, they cut through, they can make a money. They chop the roots.
Oh, unfortunate.
I've seen literally they chop all the trees. That's why we lost all the roadside trees. Now the idea of in the olden days of the Bengaluru house in front of the garden, there is a small green patch. There is a coconut tree. There used to be
Flower plants.
all these things used to be. Now today where is that concept? They make even a house. They park their car outside. When they wanted to plant, they won't allow to plant. Because the leaves are going to fall, my building will not lay. All these such ideas is what is making Bengaluru.
I mean, even I have faced, when I was in college, not as big as you, but when I was in graduation, one fine day principal came and asked, okay, would you I am planning to plant 100 trees, saplings, anyone is interested to take up. I somehow, I don't know what happened, I just raised the hand, I took the, lead. And just to plant 100, saplings, I made all my classmates go through hell. Okay, so it's in Hassan back then. And what gives me satisfaction is last time when I visited 3 months back, me and my friends were just taking a round, and close to 60 to 80 are still alive out of 100. Okay, but the problem is what you said is very right. Back then also we wanted to plant a lot of big trees, but the opposition came from the owner saying that no, this root will come inside my compound. So we picked up something called as the cherry tree, in Kannada they say rave hennu and all that. Gasgase. So that gives a shade, and the trees are not roots are not big.
That's why we have to work on the urban structure.
Okay.
See, I might be telling why I'm trying so hard. Jainagar is the best example of what we had today also. Whatever the tree I grown today also I go under it. I see the tree actually. Now structuring the urban spaces or water, that's where it's failed.
You want to name any tree that we can plant if...
No, we have made a book itself is completely where to plant in the apartment area, roadside area. Bigger roads, smaller.
There is a book. What is it called? If our users want to.
Urban trees and this one Asim Premji University. You just Google it. You can freely download it actually.
Wow.
We have told how much girth, height, where you can plant, where you can do. Because because of all this problem.
Wonderful.
When Naginaths are planted, he planted in the right way. You need the canopy, color, all these things, because these people did not study it. Even you won't believe it, 2010-9 also Bengaluru was good with all the green.
True.
Suddenly you bombarded 3 times or 4 times people coming. Now obviously there is so much of a corruption inside the BBMP, concretize everything. They keep branding green city, they take all the advantage of it. Nobody even doing a simple census, even the High Court has said. They provided 4.5 crore rupees to do the tree census, and there is a technology. So nobody bothers when the ping comes. They take a photo, they post it because it's very soothing for them.
Soothing for them.
So
even the High Court is saying do the census. And what might be the vested interest? What happens if they do the census?
See, they don't have the proper planning. The DCF keeps changing. And the commissioner is the least bothered other than making a money. Mayors and the politicians, they're least bothered about it. You got it? No.
Very unfortunate.
Very unfortunate. See, now you can't expect. That's where we are fighting.
Understood.
You might be asking why. See, if a country is there, the Bhagat Singh has died because Rajguru has died and everything, so that's why I will not fight it for freedom. That is not the way you look at it. This is my city.
Very true.
You got it? No, my idea is actually, I don't know. Tomorrow, next generation might come. They can completely destroy the city. They might build a city with the trees actually. You got it, no? That is where it is going to happen. That is where I'm hopeful. That's why the reference, why I'm doing the census, why I'm digitalizing the trees. I'm giving that idea, cities has to be built with the trees and the lake and the sustainability development. What is this people? Truly we can do it actually, rather than running a city like a money-making bird. You got it, no?
Understood.
That is where you're faltering. Now you tell me, the city it gives so much to so many people.
So many people. I mean, that's actually makes me wonder.
Yeah.
Like, all of us earn from the city.
Yeah.
Right? Like, we make out a living out of it.
Yeah.
But when someone wants to plant a tree, we don't support
Yeah.
them. Right? But all of us, now the ambition, if you ask anyone who is inside the Bangalore, what is their ambition? In weekends, they're out in resorts outside Bangalore. Or their next goal is they have to buy something like, farm, managed farm houses outside, which is a trend now.
Yeah, Nagesh, why can't you have a greenery next to you? I can tell you.
Correct.
I can tell you, Sudha Murthy Amma, she walks MLA office, old MLA office, Vijay Kumar, where used to be. Behind, she walks in the park. In the same park, I will be walking.
Okay.
Now, what luxury you needed?
Very
same air she is breathing, I am also breathing. She will be walking next to me.
Understood.
Now, the environment, see, this is where your equality comes first and foremost. I'll tell you what. Because, see, you wanted to wear Adidas, it's your things. See, having a simple t-shirt is my thing. See, that can be decided actually. Okay, why I'm telling you this one is actually, this is not something like it's a choice. The air, the water, the aesthetic, being cool. Because I'll tell you what, a parks, a simple tree, it can inspire a lot of people.
Very true.
Even though you don't have the money or something, people can sit in such centers, the parks, they think on them. I've seen people, old people, who are like, come to the park and sit. And the people who are depressed, they come. The people who come to talk to each other.
Enjoy. Yeah. It's Mother Nature.
These are the simple things where the inspiration can be thought. When people are not ready, or the administrator of a city like this, they're least bothered. You go to the Sarjapura road, left, right, there is no single trees left.
Oh.
All the biggest institute, all the biggest companies are there. You tell me there is a one approach. Nobody thought. Left side, all the trees cut. Right this side, nobody can walk even 100 meters. Should a poor guy, should he not walk 1-2 kilometers, save the 2 rupees?
There's no payment at all.
No. What I'm saying is left, right. The old people can't walk. Only the people who are the vehicle will walk. This is the standard you're setting up.
Oh God.
There used to be a days people used to walk.
Just walk.
Under the tree. In the olden days, I've seen so many people. So what I'm saying is there is no footpath, there is no tree. What kind of a example you're setting it actually? In Bengaluru, Delhi, what is happening, everybody knows.
Correct.
Now the air is getting poisoned over there.
Correct.
Now you wanted to come that every city, then you will build a...
Realize.
Now after that, what you will do? When the health itself is gone.
Before that itself, I think Bangalore, or for that matter, large cities have a problem of water. See, Bangalore is heavily dependent on Kaveri. I'm sure you've heard of, and you were part of, I think, Save Soil movement or Kaveri calling movement. And what I heard is, for even the Kaveri river to flow in full strength, the banks of Kaveri, both the stretches, like 2 kilometers, there has to be trees. Only then Kaveri will receive water, which a lot of it gets pumped to Bangalore, and Bangalore can actually survive, right? So, I mean, now, after knowing so much, I'm sure a lot of people know about this information, and even government knows. You have seen what happened in South Africa, Johannesburg, right?
Yeah, that's
water shortage.
Right? That is what I'm like.
So, don't you think it will happen in Bangalore?
No, that is the scare. That is a scary thing which is happening for us. Now that is where we are heading. You got it. No, that is where we are heading. You leave it all this. Bengaluru itself is called a Kalyani Nagara, which had a cascading system of water, and it sustained it.
Correct.
Look at how beautiful it is actually.
Correct.
And they used a simple technique of the higher level to lower level.
Lower level, right.
Now these are the simple things you have to capture. These people are so many engineers, so many think tanks, so many BBMP, so much of thousands of crore. And your water tanks are not drinkable, and the third in whole Bengaluru is the third in your children getting a infection in the lungs.
I did not know.
Now these are the things that people are not concentrating, because everybody is about the IT, laptop, earning, car. Yeah, you have.
We are solving the world problem. But
I'm not saying you have it. No problem in that. Nobody is. That's why you have to lead the life. That's great. But this is the basic things which you are not concentrating. Because I keep telling the people, give your child iPhone, car, house, everything. Give 10 trees also.
Wow, that's
you got to know what concept. I'm saying is actually. But that is the greatest good you're going to do for your child and the future generation.
Wow.
You got to know.
Very true.
Have a car. have trees also.
When I was in school, I was in a residential school. They used to, give every year one sapling and used to put our name. So if it was not watered or it used to dry up, we used to, receive severe of a punishment from the school, from the principal. And now when I go back for alumni meet and all that, I look up to it. Okay, this is something that I watered and all that. I think that is completely kind of gone now. The one is there is no space.
The problem is, again, I'm telling you, I go to every school, international school, every school, when they call, I go to the school inside and ask the children, are you able to identify 10 trees in the vicinity? They say no. You are teaching them, you are disconnecting, then how will they conserve? When you say Sasya Shalamalam Mataram,
Sasya is not there.
It's not there. You bring everything, no. Okay. You call India itself a mother.
Correct.
She is a conservating nature. What is sustains all it?
Very true.
When you are like you yourself hurting the whole nature.
Correct.
As you told, see, the Bengaluru sustaining because of the tomorrow Western Ghats, what will happen? Whole South India will go. Oh. Now, one after the other, they are attacking. Because Upbringing, when I fought, it is 20-25 years, nobody said yes to it. Why they want to do it? Now, there's cold storage. That Sharavati problem happened. Aganashini is happening. Okay. Then one after the another, 3 years, 5 years, they're bringing back. What we are telling is actually, see, as a leader, as a political class or ideology, what we are saying is actually, you use your intelligence, bring it everything together. You simply say Vasudhaiva Kutumbakam and you destroy everything. That is not the way. True. When we said it in the olden days, truly it mattered. Right. And that's why India flourished. Correct. India is the only country which is having a 20,000 years of unbroken civilization. You should ask why it is. Got it? No, because the people here give and give and give. Okay. It's only that today you are taking. That's why you're seeing all these things. True. Otherwise, everybody used to share.
True.
Used to give.
We were very close to nature.
They respected it even when they're making a home. No, true. They used to put a sugar and used to say at least they have that kindness. I'm taking your place. Correct. I'm sorry, I'm taking your place. I have to take this place
for my living.
Living. I'm sorry.
I'm sorry. Right.
That courtesy, what is missing?
I mean, even when you are breaking ground, exactly. You do puja.
Yeah. Saying actually there is, which is very unfair, but still I'm doing it because I'll be working for the welfare of the world. But, higher conscious used to say. Now today it's lost. Until unless the garbage.
It's a real estate now.
Until unless the garbage comes to my threshold, I will not wake up. Until unless the water comes to my car, I will not wake up. Until unless I stuck in the traffic, I will not complain about it. That is a problem.
Wonderful. So I think, obviously, I think the problems are well put.
Yeah.
So we'll spend some time on understanding the big battles that you won. For the audience, someone who doesn't know. And I think one of the biggest, I also should personally thank you. I mean, audience should thank you because they might not have heard of you, but they are definitely beneficiaries of what you have done to them, right? So, more than 5,600 plus acres of land, North Bangalore, which is called Hesagatta grasslands, which is also called as Lung for Bangalore and also the water source for Bangalore, right, is being now declared as a reserve area.
Conservation.
All thanks to you, right? I think it was just been 1.5 year or 2 year. It's been declared as that. I mean, just take us through what does, Hesagatta grassland is, why it's so important for Bangalore. And also, I mean, what, you did to kind of, mobilize that kind of an energy. I mean, it's not easy.
I know. But see, I'll tell you, this is what you have to see. When I started, as you told, I started with a one tree. Today, see, it's one of the biggest conservation. That is what I achieved for the Bengaluru. That fight has started like a Suresh Abliga sir also. When yesterday I was said to Akshay Abliga sir, see, sir has started.
Okay.
In those days, he's the one who fought all those. Keep it intact.
How many years was it?
It's like a 20-25 year. And that is a constant pressure was there because of the urban spacing and all. Even later on, a lot of activists tried it and all, and they bought it as a subject in a wildlife board. They have to bring it to the. But somehow that one of the minister, one of the MLA came, they dismantled it without a subject. It took it down. Then because I was also visited, and so a lot of people came to me, Vijay. It is only possible because it's going to be a very tough fight and all. Then I took it. Actually, I went to the court. I recorded all the things and everything.
Oh God.
And the worst part for me is actually my auntie was so scared because I did this one in the second wave. When everybody was entering, they don't want to go out. I'm the only guy going it.
Okay.
In the COVID time, I filed that case.
And would collect the data also from...
everything I did it in the COVID time.
Okay.
I was
over there with you, like, just to understand.
No, it's very hard time with my lawyer.
Okay.
Nikhil, who understand my passion, and I told it's the biggest area. It's a very important North Bengaluru.
Okay.
We tested there's 125 species of a bird.
Oh.
Yeah, and even a bird comes from the Yela. There's a grassland, and Mysore Maharaja is like a. They are the one Nisargata, no? When the Bengaluru, when famine met with it, when the people are dying it, they wanted to bring fresh water across that one. They built up a 20 lakh rupees as given by the Mysore Maharaja, Chamarajendra Wadayar.
Okay.
He dies actually later on. Amanyama comes there. She looks into the work. And that's how Bengaluru got your tap water. If you see your tap water,
is it? Okay.
It's only
such a fascinating story.
Now why I wanted to put up such an hard fight for a 4.5 years, 2 years in the court, another 2.5 years, asking the people to sign nearly 75,000 signatures
campaign,
and continuously doing the campaign, making understand why it is so vital and all. Actually, it's only because of I know that story. Ammaniyamma, without hesitation, Mysore Maharaja, they worked for a good.
Wow.
And that's why the whole Bengaluru is existing.
Very
This
true.
is not something, that I take it as it's my personal win or something.
Very true. Okay.
When I won that case, when somebody closer to me called me from the inside, they called me, "You made it, Vijay." Even the forest department was against me.
Obviously.
Yeah, they told, "No, Vijay, you done it. You even my one of the friend, when he googled it, no, Vijay Nishanth Esargatta case, when the file case comes, he said it. See, it's your case." These all things was happening, and the 300 volunteers who meticulously worked with me for the 2.5 years, like a day to day doing the campaign, building the poster, writing the letter, and signing up and coming to the Lal Bagh, making a signature, Lal Bagh team. All this has done because of the people of Bengaluru.
Wow.
You got it? No, it is
There's
not.
a good minority who are really interested in ecology.
Yeah, and everybody was saying it, but still the people came together, they fought together, and we got it for the Bengaluru.
Very true. I mean,
what I'm
all of us should be thankful to you and your team.
As you told, that is what I'm trying to do it. Whenever the live issues are there, like rather than a regular this one where I'm organizing and all, I have to get into the live things and live I have to fight it. So today I'm so happy. Recently, I have to thank even a country sir. Actually, he took the effort to declare it. Actually,
I watched that press conference.
Yeah, and I'm so happy that country sir actually he evaluated, telling it's going to be 10 lakh people going to get the water.
Wow.
In North Bengaluru. And it is going to remain as one of the oxygen bank for the North Bengaluru, which is very fast growing it. And 125 species for the future. Any day it will be there, and that is where I'm very happy. And the legacy of the Mysore Maharaja and the Bengaluru is old.
Will continue.
Wonderful. That is a very important.
Wonderful. I mean, again, all of us should be thankful, right? And the second battle, I think you kind of, won is the, most important recent one is your cantonment.
Cantonment, it reversed actually, but it is a very well fought fight actually. Again, it's a very good, but High Court has a stay. A.T. Ramasamy has got a stay actually.
Okay. It's heart of Bangalore, right?
It's heart of. Still, its fighting is happening.
Okay.
But you should.
What exactly is the case?
Actually, there is a cantonment area where the 400 trees where the Gandhiji has come in 1920s to give a call for the freedom fight, and that is a very important lung space actually in front of the railway. That land belongs to the technicality basis. We are not able to, whatever the status is given, taken back actually. Otherwise, see, it has been like biodiversity, all the members and the people said not to cut the tree. And that is how we are showing how we have to take care of our green actually.
Okay.
We are still fighting it. So that's how it's very important. Even a small, such 400 trees, how important historically and heritage-wise and green-wise, how important is what is Bengaluru is fighting.
Oh, wow.
We are like parallelly, we might be losing, but still we are doing that one and to keep the intact, and that is where we're going to upgrade it actually.
Wow.
Means like a future, now people might be saying now how Tabubia suddenly bloomed everywhere. Somebody planted it.
Very true.
Somebody guarded it over the 2 decades. did not come. All the trees, what you're saying is all 20 years.
Yeah, is it?
It's only because boom, it has come. It is only people have asked it. We work with the BBMP guys and all these guys. No, they were constantly checking, constantly talking to the people. Now the cutting has to come slow. Even DCFC keeps saying it. No, Vijay, everything is go to the committee, and High Court is looking into it, and everything is happening.
Even when our research team was checking,
Yeah.
so one fascinating thing we found out is somehow, I mean, it's not just might not be Bangalore, but every corporation or every government is very interested in planting saplings,
yeah.
but no one really cares about the conservation of
That
it,
is
right?
what I'm telling you.
So I mean, why is that? Like quickly, if you can just
See, the result is not instantaneous. That is
it's a 20-year project.
That is where people, the instant word, people know they're ready to take a selfie with the plant.
Okay.
Or you call up some hero, they will come jumping. There is something.
World Environment Day.
Wow. The whole thing is dynamically happens.
Okay.
People love instantaneous kick and all.
Understood.
But in the planting and taking care, it takes too long actually. That is where people lose the interest actually.
Well said.
That is where we have to struggle day by day. See, we might be saying, okay, all the good work, engineering work, we'll do it. It's like sometimes you know no, how it is. If a sweeper will not come to sweep your road. You will say engineering great, he is not great. That is how all this work is taken. See, somebody in Naginal or anybody or department after department, because I've seen a 6 to 5 DCFs. How much effort they would have put to plant today and all. We have to remember all this. People might anywhere see that Amandiyama, why I told this. If she would have lost her husband, he should have lost the interest. Bengaluru we would have not got so much of IT and all.
Very true.
It is only what they given consistently. After 100 years exactly, I won the Esarghatta case.
Wow. Such a coincidence.
Yeah, coincidence.
I mean,
so why I'm telling you is it's only the good what they picked it.
Right.
I had the opportunity after to practice that in 100 years after.
Wow.
So if that is not established, this urban idea of some material, okay, I am first, only I have to get it. This is what is breaking.
Wow. I think everything is a long-term project.
Yeah,
I think recently, I think what I also came across, I mean, if you go to IASC, earlier it was called as Tata Institute, right? I mean, all of us have heard about the story, right? J.R.D. Tata was in a ship and Vivekananda told him, why don't you establish something for basic science? And then Tata wrote back, I am ready to establish it, but I need a land. Then Swami Vivekananda kind of communicated with Mysore Maharaja and 100-acre land was given.
Exactly.
And that's how actually Bangalore became a science city, because of which I think HAL, BHEL, all of these came and engineering college grew up. And as a result of all of these engineers being concentrated here, in 1990s when the time was right, IT boom happened. Yes, it's not like all of a sudden Bangalore became an IT.
That is what
100 years of project. Someone
it dynamism it picked it. See, now it is when the politicians boost themselves, development of a Bengaluru can be stopped. It is limitless. They're going to the Mysore, Tumkur, this side, that side, Tamil Nadu, this side. See, this is all what I'm saying is actually they're only looking at the real estate.
Real estate, very true.
Not the core of it, which is green.
Green.
See, that thought has to be triggered. They have to look into it. See, even I see this guy say climate cell is there, all this they say it. But I rarely see this year they did not do any planting itself is actually. Now what I'm trying to say
is it like annual there is a budget?
It has to be planted every year.
They did not do this year?
They did not do it. See, I don't know. See, this is what I'm telling you.
They have to give a written reply, right?
Some technical issue they say it and all. So this is what
just pushed under the carpet.
You see now to make a road how fast they are, to make a bridge how fast are they, or to make a big budget this one how fast they are. To plant a tree, why it's so easy. And see, I'll tell you what, everybody would have, every politician, including anybody from any politician from any party, they cherish the Bangalore. But they have the least concern about the greenery or health of the people. Why should anybody suffer 2-3 hours in traffic? You tell me.
Very true.
You tell me.
Very true.
They don't have the decency to tell, see, this is enough. Let's decongest.
Very true.
Why nobody is doing it? It need this much of a decency. Nobody take care of it. See, that's how every city is crumbling. That's how it is today. Your obesity, the environment because of the wrong air, wrong water, we are facing so much, which is a very natural thing to you to breathe a good air.
Good. It's a basic right, actually.
Basic right.
I mean, just to turn the discussion to a positive side.
Yeah.
Obviously, not everything is doomed, right? Because we saw it in
See, we
COVID.
are not criticizing; we are analyzing.
Analyze, very true. So, just to give a positive side of the things, because we saw in COVID, right? Some of the great people said, "What do you have to do to conserve nature?" They said, "Just leave the nature to itself; it will automatically come." It happened. Bangalore got a lot of peacocks coming back. Mumbai had a cheetah coming back. So everywhere trees started growing. You did not even plant, right? Everything, oxygen level went up. So I mean, definitely. And also, if you see, there was a project called Bangalore will be Singapore and all that. But I think currently Singapore is actually man built. Like, it's not like right. But there, every person, I think it's involved. The tree per capita is highest in the world. Like 1.2 per every person, right? Where Bengaluru is falling back. So I mean, what do you think? Like as a citizen, so I should not have echo anxiety. This is going to be doomsday. Everything will crumble. Let me go out. Instead of that, what gives you that positivity, and what are the things common people can do to make it again maybe a green city?
This word has been a lot of time we coined it actually. What we are trying to say, see, that is where I told the decongestion is the first take we have to take it.
Okay.
Without doing that one, we can't do anything. So making them understand, and you're doing that the utmost priority. In parallel to you, where you do your accounting, you're planting, you're asking the right questions. Is it the right project?
Correct.
To bring it. Is it our 33% of the ward level is maintained? You got it.
What is the 33%?
Any ward should have a 33% of the green tree.
Oh, is it? Okay.
Yeah.
It's by law?
By law. Okay. These are the things. India should have a 33%
forest cover.
But we have a 25. These are the things. We have so much of an option to increase the green cover. It don't have to be next to my house. Some park, some roadside you can plant. Next road you can do it. Where the tree has fallen, you can replant it and we can bring back. Because I know the coconut vendor, which tree has fallen, he bought it and planted today, it gives a shade to him.
Wow.
That can be a simple thing. You got it, no? So rather than people looking at the particular solution, they have to work in such a way that the problem itself doesn't come.
Wonderful. I think the thing is also, what I heard is, correct me if I'm wrong, the trees have to be kind of, planted together because tree, as we know, they also have life and they communicate with each other. They support each other.
Wood white
right? So, are you suggesting that instead of, we should go for mass plantation together in, bunches?
See,
in groups?
As you told, the Bengaluru has a lot of shortage, planting spaces and all that. See, that's why when you urban planners and everybody sit together, we can bring that balance, which tree can be bought, how the road can be designed. See, 11th Main actually, it did not have the trees because they chopped it because of some issue. Today, if you go either side of the tree road, you have the trees. What we are telling, we can grow back trees.
Grow back, wow. That's a positive note.
That is a positive.
It's on Malleshwaram 11th cross.
That's why if you see my presentation, everybody will think trees are gone. When I show the Bengaluru did not have. How all the trees are come, they're like, what?
It's not God-given, man.
We gained it. Jayanagar was never existed. In 1947, nothing was there. It is only 1984 Naginar planted that has become a green.
So I think we were talking about the positives, right? One is obviously, the plantation itself, the new plants, you have to increase the green cover. And on coming to the conservation part, what does a citizen play a role? Obviously, all of us are busy with their own lives. But how can someone who want to contribute, they want to do, but if they have to join hands with Vijay, what they can do?
See, now we are calling up a lot of a plantation in the volunteer this one. We are posting in the social media and some petitions. See, now the Kungal stud farm issue has come. We are preparing the petition for that one.
Okay.
Even a signing that, understanding and reaching out as a people is a very important.
They can take this and get more signatures done,
and
which will help you.
And making understand, talking to the people.
Okay.
Small issues like going to a ward level corporator or a MLA, talking to increase the green cover.
Understood.
designing yourself itself is a very important thing.
They can make it like an election issue.
Exactly.
Can you put this in a manifesto?
Exactly.
Say that you will increase the green
Increase
cover.
the green cover and all these things are very important. Not only that one, you identify you are coming from village or something, go to back to your village, go to your place, start planting it. Start talking to the people over there, how important the tree in the villages now. They're trying to cut all the trees for selling value wood and all.
True.
So planting is it happening? You go to that kind of things and all, and try to understand the policies actually, how the policies are made. Okay, when some projects comes, they say we'll cut such a development. Have you ever gone there and checked it? Is it a 10 trees planted? How it is coming?
There is a rule. If you have to cut tree, you have to plant so many trees. Okay.
Now in the High Court, my order is there because all the projects, whatever them, they never used to upload the details of all this where they're cutting, I'm putting everything in a website in the public domain. Wonderful. It is only because of that one. See, even I don't have to worry. High Court lists if such trees are cut, you have to plant this much of a tree and where it is, what it has to be. It has to be uploaded back in the website.
Wow.
Without I'm doing such a simple thought, it has given such a small prayer has given me
such a good result.
That a good result. Because I myself in the Kanakpura, when they chopped it, you can see all those trees in one of the lake, Avlali Lake. Because one of the person called me, see, we are from there, we are planted here. So what I'm saying it actually.
If someone has to learn all of this, like, if they want to understand what is the law, if they have to go and question the bureaucracy, where they can learn from?
Yeah,
is there a workshop? Is there a book?
No, there is the Karnataka Tree Preservation Act is there.
Okay.
1976. You just Google it.
Okay.
You just Google it. You will know what to do with your trees, where to plant, what is your role. Okay, where should permission has to be acquired?
I'm sure all
these details you will get it in here actually.
Okay.
So beyond, if you wanted to go to the R&A Bhavan, there is a library, beautiful library.
Okay.
You can learn whatever you wanted over the environment. Nobody visits there because I keep visiting, as you asked me, Vijay, where are you getting all this detailing? I go read there also.
Wow.
I go there, you've seen the old books, pathogens, all this I picked up from there also, a lot of knowledge. So
Wonderful.
Picking up is what it makes you, because that's how you have to learn. So that is where it's very important. And as I told you, it should be not 10 planting and you doing everything unsustainably. Even your clothes, even your electricity, your mobile, your vehicle, all this you should make a choice.
Okay.
You should not be saying and the best thing is, as I told you, please initially plant 10 trees of you take care of it.
Okay. It's not like, I'm going to an environmental conference in a SUV.
They can go it. See, when everything, for 33% we need it. If it becomes a 44 or 50%, nobody even bothered which car you are coming. That is what we have to achieve.
Till then.
Because see, that is also very important. Without the technology, how I would have evolved so much the conservation the things.
So at a personal level, people have to make a choice. What do I need? Am I being harmful to the ecology? How much I need? How much should I drive?
See, as I told you, I used all my life two-wheelers.
Wow.
Only just now, because I have to go outside my friend also told me how much sacrifice you did, but it mattered to me.
Very true.
Okay, it mattered me.
At a personal level, you made sacrifice.
And people have seen there's an article existing. I always wear a black. Actually, today I might be wearing blue because of this one. There is an article is written why Vijay always wears black. Because I can again wear when it gets dirty also. Because I'm in the field always.
Very true.
So like that, I made a lot of choices actually. I eat only what I want to take. Okay, I buy clothes only this much.
When it's needed.
Like that, that will reduce the burden on the environment. This is not something like a rocket engineering. Okay, these are the simple things which are very natural for human thing, being to the nature. So like that, if you start picking up the idea, as Vijay might be create the software for this one. Okay, Vijay planted now within 1 year I planted a 13,000 tree with one of the maple to Singapore company.
Wow.
And everything sustained.
You showed me those videos.
Yeah, those videos and all. So how I'm able to do so dynamically. So that is where I'm telling, if you make a choice, you can make a bigger choices. Rather than, as you told, positive looking, which is not happening, you should do what is happening. If you're able to concentrate on that, the awareness. Today, I don't know the name, the minister, he told, Bengaluru, if Bengaluru people are, tree if you cut, no, they'll break my head.
Understood.
What I'm saying is, he understands that
He understands.
people care
There will
for
be
it.
repercussions.
People care for it.
Okay.
And that has to be
So be vocal is what you're saying.
Exactly.
Express something that happens. Don't just sit on social media and comment. That's also important.
See,
but come to the street.
Nagesh, you called me to your office.
Yeah, right.
If I starting you pulling your mic, table, all this, what you will do? When it is happening to your city, why you are not asking?
Very true. You don't feel that ownership.
That is what I'm telling you. Owning the city is by the action, by contributing the city.
Wow.
This is your bigger house.
Bigger house.
You're saying it's your cocoon, it's not.
No.
It's beyond your house. Then it comes the state, then comes the country.
Correct.
Okay, simply we are singing the Janagana Managa, it doesn't give a meaning. You should put it everything and you should create a harmony. Even somebody is not listening to you, like a politician who are not, we should not hate them. Means like, oh, they're not doing now. You should bring in harmony, you should make them understand, you should have the patience.
And if you tell them, if you're doing this, I'm not going to vote you, I think they might actually wake up, right?
So what I'm trying to say is actually constructively go, approach. And
there is a lot of positive actions that
you express yourself. When I started as a young guy, everybody kept saying today, now we have seen Vijay from so young age. We should respect his idea, DCFs and everybody.
Wonderful.
Why they whenever I tell, see, this is issues happening, why immediately react? Some RFO comes to help me treat a acid in case.
Wow.
Why he files immediately FIR? This is a constructive side of all this. When I ask them, plant some tree, send some tree, why they give it? These are the constructive. It is, nobody wants to.
I mean, just a quick thing. Another thing is, why do people poison the trees?
Actually, for the visibility, the healthy tree, nobody can give a permission.
Okay, to cut.
Don't give a permission. So so what they do is actually when they create a hole, they put all the chemicals into the tree. So tree will die slowly. When tree dies, they say it's dead. So give a permission to remove. So that's how.
Is there anything like a post-mortem for a tree where they can find out why it died?
No, it is actually.
Is there? Okay.
So it's a very long
process. Okay.
So, but these
are there in India?
Yeah, it is. We know how to look into all the aspect and all. Symptoms we check it.
But what I'm saying is, if someone dares to do even killing a tree by poisoning it, so if they do a post-mortem, government, then they can actually treat it like a murder and then they can actually file.
No, a lot of cases we have penalized.
Is it?
And one of the order when the hoardings 100 by 100 in the outer ring road, Lokayukta visited that case. They took all this, and today we have the order. Whoever for visibility cuts the tree, hoarding, their license will be cancelled.
Oh wow!
We have such order.
That's an order. Very good.
And even penalization, big penalization, and even they can be arrested for 6 months or 1 year. Actually.
Just quickly in 1 minute, if you can tell me how many trees you would have saved by which were poisoned. Okay. Also, whichever disease, trees,
it is in the thousands actually. It is in the thousands. Have done it actually.
Wonderful.
And see, it cannot be like that. Also complicated because one of the IG when he invited me to his personality, there are 400 trees actually. I saved in one shot actually.
All the 400? They were all infected?
Almost all infected. We tried it with others, but it is alive. Everybody knows actually. Now even this neem dieback, when I did thousands of trees, it has been treated. Like that, see, my holistic things you see. Now you only told in Sergata how many trees I've saved. It.
True.
Now mine is not like only disease or the expertising it. Mine is a whole of a conservation, whatever I'm trying to do.
Complete ecology.
Ecology.
I mean, you fought for animal, birds, right?
Yeah, exactly. Because very important, because the Bannerghatta mining, when I shut it actually, when I met with the Union Minister, Harshvardhan, nobody wanted to take it. It's a mafia. Today it shut, all the animals have come. Will you account it? Now people, I still remember one of the girl who traveled from the Bombay. She told such a huge ecology, single-handedly. Stop the manning, and she understood how important that the entire thing for the Bengaluru.
I mean, just to understand, I'm sure the Hesarghetta being so close to Bangalore, and there will be so many vested interest and power play. So, I mean, have you ever received
No.
Okay.
No. People see it's the people are media is very kind to me.
Wow.
And the people know me. I know every political party either side, and Chief Justice M.N. Venkatachala supports all my work actually. Also ex-Chief Justice of India, and it is not so easy. Bengaluru is not some crooked place actually. Here we respect the people. We have a way to convey the things and all. and nobody should cross the law.
Wow.
So that's where we have to be very
That's
careful. It's
so
not-
soothing to know.
Yeah, they should not cross the law, and everybody can threaten anybody.
Wow.
You got it now what I'm saying
Correct.
it actually.
The
It
law
is only,
enforcement is still strong.
even the wrong guy,
Yeah.
you are threatening, keeping the law in mind. So you better careful. You cross one law, so anybody come at you.
Cashes. Yeah.
You can come at you, so they know that it's not easy.
They can't go scot free.
Scot free and all. So whatever we are asking again for the city, and they should respectfully acknowledge that one actually. And again, I've seen the people respecting my decision, or like whenever I did as I told a lot of things. When a Banagat also, one of the people they thought, then they said it's such an important work. Even a mining guy is saying, no, that boy did the right thing. Actually, we might be losing our mind for the money and all. And the forest is saved. So the constructive way, what I'm seeing it, I'm looking at the harmony rather than like pointing at the these guys are doing, this guy they are doing it. We should not do it actually. So we should constructively come together. We should look into the solution part. Then only everything will culminate and the harmony can be created.
Wonderful.
So
just few
Yeah.
fun things. I think a lot of people doesn't know. A lot of people actually talk to tree. I mean, I think
Yeah.
Dr. Rajkumar also.
I talked to the tree.
So that's what I wanted to know, because you being a tree doctor, because Dr. Rajkumar, I heard he used to the trees he used to say, I'll go and come back in the evening, we'll talk.
Yeah.
And even today, I think a lot of if you go to farmers also, they kind of communicate. So is it real? And
No, there are experiments.
do you talk to trees?
Yeah. We talk actually.
Okay.
It's like a one-way communication. I'll tell you, simple way.
Okay.
Everybody will agree.
Huh.
When Amma waters the tree plant, it is good. When I water a plant, it doesn't look good. That is the simplest way. She take care of it. That's the simplest thing.
Simplest.
You would have seen anybody.
What you're saying is tree also has plants have likes and dislikes.
Not likes and dislikes. It can
Relate.
relate it actually.
Okay.
Because see, that's how even when you are going, all the rishis where they went.
Below the tree.
In nature only.
Yeah.
There has to be something great about it.
Very true.
The connection
Well said.
is, see, even in our culture, no, we make one stone, we pour everything. Okay. See, that is only because a lot of people, they can't understand the concept, subtle things actually. That's why you need the cross thing.
Very true.
You got it, no?
Very
Like that, everything connects. The car only, it doesn't have a life. Car, it doesn't have a life, no, but still we say no.
Correct.
We talk to it, hey, super, you wrote today. You got it, no? There is a consciousness in everything. You got it, no? That is what it is relating.
Wow.
Obviously, we got it, no?
Correct. So you're
That is how we have to relate it, because people can talk facts and facts and facts.
Correct.
But these are the thing heart connects. You got it, no? These are the things. Plant not taking care of it. When you tell the child, no, it doesn't rationally does it. It no. You give a baby, no. Older guys say no, but you get a baby. Oh, it's so caring. Those are the things. These are the matter of the heart. People should not only.
It's very subtle things.
People should not only calculate through intellectually, become too stern. That's where you need a heart.
Well said. You not just the brain. Use your heart.
So when you
senses,
balancing itself is, that will bring the whole meaning of a life actually.
I mean, you were just before the podcast started, you were wonderfully saying, we just received hailstorms in North Karnataka and all that. You said nature knows the heat is so much. That's why it is ensuring there is a balance.
Exactly.
I mean, there is something that is beyond which can't be measured in a lab.
Correct. No, that is very important.
Yeah.
Everything has a consciousness. It's only we have to see through it. We have to understand it, and we have to connect to the understanding, better understanding.
Leave the ego of human. I will control everything. I know everything.
Exactly. Rather than having the limited things, no.
Okay.
As you told, see, even everybody is out. Then wonder why did he spoke to the tree actually. Now, Salumartha Timmaka. Why nobody grew the trees like that?
Exactly.
Only everybody had the ability.
And she was poor. And she was uneducated.
Why she is able to go?
She put her own
why
savings.
Naginal sir? You were telling Naginal sir also.
Correct.
People in those days they also never allowed the planting of.
There are so many officers who came and went.
But why it's only
he only did.
Remembered. So all this is what is connecting you to the true things actually.
Correct.
And the plant and trees are true things.
I mean, we are happy to see Karnataka has so many luminaries in technology. You're continuing the.
No, I'm very happy. I'm so proud of it. There are so many people, even like Kuempu. All those are people they inspired by the nature.
Very true.
So even Rabindranath Tagore is inspired.
Nature.
So all these people, any philosopher, greatest philosopher, they all
Even
inspired.
Buddha got his
Enlightenment. That's why even he told, no, they wanted to build a temple. He showed the tree. This is what sheltered me.
Wow.
You
Is
put
it?
your
Okay, I did not.
yeah. They told him we wanted to build a temple.
Uh-huh.
He showed this sheltered me. You take this as my symbol, and that's how today Bodhi Ruksha has been so revered.
Revered.
You got it, no?
Very
So
true.
that is very important.
Wow.
And in the olden days, what our life also has to be under the tree only, plucking the tree, eating the
Even
tree.
school was under the tree.
So all those things. So this is all connected because of the urban ideas, this concretization, the technology is making us keeping away from the nature. But as you told, see now weekends where everybody will go, Ulenguri rush, Bannerghatta rush,
Even Yerkad is rush, Ooty is rush,
everybody is rush.
Chikmagalur is rush.
So what we are telling is actually build that on your city only.
Very true.
Where you enjoy here also, go there enjoy.
Very true.
So everything when is designed properly, when you distribute it, not only we all our conservation till now, it is all on the humanistic. But what about the species? Elephant, tiger,
Endangered species.
birds, insects. All this is also part of
A lot of reptiles which you don't even
this
know.
is also a part of a life, no?
Life, right.
They also this word belongs to them also, no? That is where it has to bring it. So
Very
that
true.
is the courtesy and the kindness we have to inflict to our children.
That's actually Vasudhaiva Kutumbakam.
That is the Vasudhaiva Kutumbakam. That's why in G20, no, I put up a Shiva, Ishvara having a rat, cow, lion, mountain, water, tree, air, everything it had. Everybody said, oh, why you put up a Shiva? I told, if you're not taking care of your environment, Shiva will turn into the
Destroyer.
Agra destroyer. So keeping him calm as a value is a very important. So everything sustains.
Very well said.
Everybody was very happy. This is the true meaning of Vasudhaiva Kutumbakam. So what we are saying is actually be a part of a child. Rather than saying human are there, we do everything around the human.
That's so refreshing to hear from you. Nowadays, if you ask a school child, they might name 10 superheroes or Marvel superheroes, but they might not name 10 trees. So the challenge is, I think my team will keep a time maybe. So just keep a stopwatch. Can we check how many trees can you name in 1 minute?
1 minute.
I mean, it may be in any language.
Okay.
But you can go on. I think
Mau, Hanasu, Jacaranda, Copperpod, Kadamba, Arali, Ala, Nellikai, Mau, Tengu,
take your time, no issues.
I can name it, but I'm juggling actually.
With which language?
I know. Because I have an issue.
It's completely fine. You can say in Kannada.
Tengu, Halsumavu, Bevu, Nellikai, Nuggekai, Kadamba, I can keep saying these things actually.
Okay. Good. Thank you. So, if you had to, if you have to remove, obviously, I think anger or hope. What drives you every day?
No, hope. Obviously, hope. Actually,
Wow.
angry. You should be. You should have anger. Looking at the value system is not coming in the front.
Okay.
That's where you have to create the hope.
Okay.
The anger should be there for which is wrong is happening around you. People are not reacting to the which is natural. That is where you should have the anger. And these are all emotions are opt when it is to the right points actually.
Wonderful. Well said. So also, I think Bangalore has one of India's largest corporate spaces in terms of office square feet area, and they're saying India will have like 25 more cities like Bangalore, Delhi, or Mumbai because every population is moving to the cities, right? So obviously the corporate life is big. So there are genuinely corporates. You are also working with part of them. So how does corporates can contribute? Because I see only one or two who are well-intended.
Corporates are their intentions are very clear and they're ready to work with the government also. Because of this, the materialist thing and the corruption is what is
stopping them
to do it. Otherwise, if you really give a corporate, they in a minute they can solve all the urban problems and the
Very
whole
true.
things.
I mean, they do manage their business so well.
A lot of lakes is originated by all these corporate people.
Corporate, very true.
Even if you ask for the planting, it's only the if everybody becomes a easy, certain class will not make their way. That is where it is all pumping.
Understood.
But the corporators should come with a more aggressively, because at the end of the day,
They can reach out to you. They can reach out to Vijay.
Yeah.
And you will be able to find a way.
Find a solution in such a way. And they should be more aggressive towards to greening and everything, because a corporate are very important in this kind of a
Very true.
In the modern world, because they are deciding everything. So this also has to be taken in a very aggressive mode, where they can challenge the government, saying it actually if such certain green is there, we will stay together.
Wonderful.
Otherwise, we will not stay together. Otherwise, we'll make this one. That's where
how they are making push for traffic congestion and all that. They should also push for green cover
also, and that will benefit them actually. Where the people can more freely they can work. People can be
they will not fall sick.
And they can't stuck with the traffic. Rather than constructive, they can use spending more. With
quality
nature,
of life will be
quality, and they rejuvenate back and come back to the office in a fresher way.
Very true, very true. Last segment of the thing. So our podcast is called as Be Ambitious, right? So be ambitious is not just personal thing, as you were talking about. It can go up to the level of from starting from society, family, then to state, city, country, to cosmos as well, right? So unless you're ambitious, you will not do it. That's what we core philosophies, and that's where we named it as Be Ambitious. So what Vijay is ambitious, for the ecology, right? And what is the future that he sees? Yeah.
I wanted more and more people, the children, breathe under the tree. Actually, that is what I'm.
Do you have put a number to it?
Not
when
number,
you say more?
No, because I don't want to become a limited, and that is what my ambition is.
Okay. It's like unlimited.
Yeah,
okay,
I want to do it.
Just one last thing on a personal note. When people hear Vijay Nishanth, what do you think they should remember? Is it tree doctor or something else?
No. They always remember the tree actually.
Tree. Okay.
They call me, they send me the images. People have sent me from the USA forest images. Whenever we see the tree, we remember you. They have sent whenever they visit some park, whenever they see tree, people have sent me. They say they have so much of message, and they always tell whenever the tree, it comes, it's Vijay. And that is what made my identity. Because I am so grateful and thankful, because there might be some space for the heroes. There is some craze for some rock star or anything. But I'm so happy, in every breath people breathe, I'm there actually.
Wow.
With the tree. So
as I said, a lot of people might not realize. I think that's where me and my team are also thankful to you. We might be beneficiaries of you, but we don't know. Right?
As I told you, because I want to use that Bhagavad Gita quote, do your things, you don't have to worry about the results.
Wow. Well
that
said.
is what, because that again I learned from the tree. Tree gives and gives.
Correct.
It never asks for it actually.
Very true.
Because there's one story which happened in my life itself. Because even a dog and everything, if you give something, they say most affectionate animal. When you give, it will come back to you. But it differentiates with the master and his own this one.
Very true.
But the tree is not. Even a leper, the richest person, whoever gives there, it gives the same shade actually. Even the person who cuts it, try to give it back actually.
Wow.
That is what I want to love. So more than that,
such a well said. It's so refreshing and such a positive note. I think we have come to the end of the show. Thanks a lot, Vijay, for taking time out. It's wonderful talking to you. It's so refreshing. For us also, we keep consuming a lot of negative news, but when we talk to you, there's a lot of positive hope, and this can be revived. It's not in this doomsday. It's very much possible. Thanks a lot again.
Thank you.
Thanks a lot.
Take care.
Thanks a lot. Thank you.